It is beautiful to speak to you from this level, and we welcome you. And we hope that you can feel our love. We hope that you can feel and sense your love and your divine wholeness and completion with all the souls and all the energies and all living and sentient beings on your planet, for you are one with all of them. And we use this as the starting point of our discussion today, for it has to do very much with your ability to remain centered, to remain evolving, and to remain true to your inner intuition and your inner calling, not allowing yourselves to be distracted, not allowing yourselves to be hurt emotionally by certain truths that come to light. And what we mean by that, for we feel that there has been quite a let us say, as the awakening and the unfolding is happening with some of you, with many of you, with those who are just now seeing the truth around your world, for those of you who have had a hard time wrapping your minds and your spirits into the acceptance of the atrocities that have been going on in your world for the last several thousand years, and wrapping your minds around the idea that it is wrong, that it is not to be supported by you no matter what the populace is doing. We notice that sometimes many of us, including Bernard, will slip back into the old paradigm and follow the herd and popularity of what the, for lack of a better term, the sheeple are following. And this is not to be an insult. This is not to be something that is feared, but it is something to be recognized and a part of your unfolding and your awakening process. To get a bit more mundane, and we hope that as we speak these words, you do not find them in the offense, and you will keep an open mind. But please remember that while things are changing on your planet, for example, the wave of joy that was given during the days after the election of this new president, those waves of joy, while they were intended to be, let us say, a moment of emotional clarity, a moment of purity, there is only one step of the entire picture of what is happening with the wave of change that is coming in your earth. Many of you have had a hard time realizing and or accepting how a government, especially yours, American government, could do something or even allow something as atrocious as the bombing of the Americans during the 9/11 attacks. You know in your heart, you know in your spirit, this has nothing to do with you as an individual. This is a game that is being played by the elites and what we call the Dark Brotherhood. The Dark Brotherhood has always been there, just as we have always been there. The joy of what is happening in their, let us say, flagrant show of power is that it is giving one the ability to see what is actually happening, to work through the sadness that it is happening to us, to you, and to all sentient beings around that understand the path of evolution is always answering to the truth within. And as we answer to the truth within, we begin to understand this is not our war. These people do not speak for you. You are a personal, sovereign being incarnated on this planet to evolve, to grow, and hopefully to teach and share the awareness that you are now coming to understand. And as you are coming to this, yes, there are growing pains. Yes, there are painful realizations that we have been lied to. Yes, there are personal realizations that most of what you see dealing with those who govern your world, your countries, your local communities are basically doing it in the name of self, in the name of greed, and in the name of ego. And that is a painful thing to embrace and to understand. For before this, we looked to them as your leaders. We looked and hoped to see a new day brought about by these people that were supposedly elected to rule your world, your planet, to lead the individual countries and sovereign states. But the time has come now for us to the joy, the false hope of change. For as you know, as it is said within the song we played before we started this segment, total destruction will be the only solution in the positive sense that it is the change of consciousness within you. It is the change of consciousness within you to evolve, to attune with your higher self, to trust the voice within you, to follow your intuition, to be vigilant of not allowing other mind manipulation media to tell you how to feel or how to think. For if you had no television, for if you had no computer, for if you had no radio, would you have been able to tap into that wave of false hope that was when Mr. Obama was voted into office? And the answer to that is no, for you would not have sensed it from your intuition. It was given to you through external sources. And while that is a wonderful thing to feel joy, to attune with the wave of joy, attune with it, but use it and guide it into the direction of clarity for all beings, for evolution of all beings, and for the change that is going to occur to help it perpetuate. For your spirit is timeless. It is from the beginning, it is from this moment, and it is from the future. It is whole. And for you as a whole being, you must maintain that wholeness in generating the direction and the thought forms of love and evolution upon yourself and upon the planet energies that surround you and your planet. If we are all one, and we know we are all one, we also know that change is going to occur in order for this planet to find peace, in order for this planet to change the way that it lives, living in compassion and in service to all beings. Yes, there will be growing pains. Yes, there will be unhappiness. And yes, there will be fear. But we give you the power and the strength to remain in your center. Remain connected to your source. Know that you are a being of source, here having a human experience, here to share your joy, to live in joy, and to allow these Darkworkers to run your planet is not joy for all, for there are many that do not have the same abilities that you have to connect and create joy. Those people who are suffering, who are starving, who are living in war-torn countries, living in poverty and destruction, do not have the ability to center, to ground, for they are being distracted by such atrocities and sadness. You as way showers, you as light workers, must be able to spread this light and to help change the power that is running and ruining the divine, for its time has come to an end. And these dark workers know their time has come. It is not the end of the world. It is the beginning of the conscious revolution, and you are an active participant within this revolution of consciousness.